Paul, thanks for talking to FrankWarren.tv. Now, Vinnie Mitchell, addition to your gym. What's he brought to the gym since he's joined?
Yeah, he's a fresh face, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, he's been enjoying it. You know, he's been jumping about, watching the others, and we had him a few weeks before Christmas, but we didn't know what he was doing, whether he was going to go pro or not. And then, so we thought, while he's thinking about it, let him come down there and enjoy himself. And you could see that he wanted to jump in and do things with him. Then after Christmas, he turned pro, signed the forms with Frank, and he's been enjoying himself.
He's a lively character, isn't he?
Yeah.
Does he bring that to the gym and sort of just,
Yeah, he's very like his brother, obviously, as you know. You know, he's 100 mile an hour, isn't he? But like Kevin, I think he'll eventually slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
He's going to be eager at the moment, isn't he? So.
How does he being in the gym affect Kevin?
Affect him? I think a lot of people say that there's a lot of pressure on Vinnie, right? Because of Kevin. But I think there's also like Kevin is looking at him as if to say, well, you know, especially up his last fight, his first fight, Vinnie, he's like, he's you know, I've got to watch my step there. You know what I mean? I've got a brother coming up behind me who ain't bad. You know what I mean? So he's got to keep on his toes as well.
Is that okay? Is it good to have sort of that sort of brotherly rivalry in the same camp?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. I think Kevin, Vinnie looks up to Kevin obviously of what he's achieved in boxing. He's going to achieve a lot more as well. And I think he wants to. Well, obviously he does. He wants to go in the same tracks, and I think he will.
Let's talk about Vinnie's first fight. He explained to us that he got back to the corner, I think after the second round, had his hands up on the ring. He was a bit cocky, and you soon slapped that out of him. Is that something you're going to need to watch? Because, like you said, they are, you know, the Mitchells are very energetic.
Yeah, but I think the main thing with them is that they're very confident in themselves, and so it tends to run away with them there. But you know, everything was going well in that fight with Vinnie on Saturday. The first 2 rounds were like perfect, hands up and all that, and then the confidence factor clicked in, and now it's hands down and all that. But what you got to remember is that another reason. I mean, it's good to see, because it shows he's a bit of brash, he's a bit confident in that. But I've seen other fighters, like it's only a couple of weeks ago when the young kid from up north, Paul Appleby, the featherweight, boxed Buster Dennis, cruised him for 7 rounds, started giving it that, and bomb, he's nearly gone. Yeah. So you just got to be wary of something. So that's why I tell him, you've got to keep your hands up, and that's why I had to go at myself.
Let's move on to Kevin Mitchell, because we've seen him today work out, and the improvement in him, Paul, between over a year ago to now. We know that he's a little bit older, only a year. He's still only 22. What do you put that improvement down to?
He's good looking. Yeah, it's just hard training. He listens to me. I won't let him just go in the ring and do things that he wants to do. And which his style's like, I think when from an early age he's always been able to win, obviously, right? And he got a tendency to go in there, especially in his early days, 4 and 6 rounders. He's only got to hit them, and they go over, and it doesn't happen once you go up the levels. And now he's at this level, which is like it's a top level. He's got a Commonwealth title, it's a major title, and he can't afford to do that. Like have his hands down and just go in there looking for a big punch. He's got to have a work rate, and we worked on his work rate, his balance, his all-round agility really, and a lot more on his jab, his head movement, and he's got lots more to learn and take from me. He's a good fighter, but before he gets to that top, he's a lot more, and he'll do it. He'll get there because he's dedicated and he's eager.
How difficult is it to move a boxer, you know, from a year ago to how he is now? How difficult is it to get that much improvement out of a fighter?
It's it can be harder than what it has been with him. But I mean, if you want to get the best out of a fighter and for that fighter to get to the top level, you've just got to work and work. Well, it ain't easy. You really have got to put a lot into it. There's no doubt about it. And you got to, it's no good telling him one day and then don't tell him the second day. I've just kept rattling into him little things and also you've got to have the boy wanting it. You know, he's got to want to do, and he's got to want to improve, and he has.
Yeah. His balance has improved significantly as well. Is that something that you specifically worked on? Is that just a natural thing that has improved?
No, we've worked on the balance. I was still working on the balance with him now, especially when he's on his back foot. He tends to swing his right leg back and that, but we're working on that now, and that's getting better and all. But overall, yeah, he used to be too flat-footed. He thinks he's Jules Foreman and go knock them all out. But no, he has. He's got his side movement now. He's more lateral. He's more definitely got more agility.
Let's move on to the Liverpool fight in his opponent. You've been there, done that with Nikki Cook. What is it Kevin needs to be wary of his opponent in March the 10th?
Well, I think the same as any other fight. You know, he's got to be wary. As I said, he's at that level now, but more so now he's got to watch it because Harry Ramagodi, he's a decent fighter, and also he's got nothing to lose. Yeah. This is a big chance for him, Harry Ramagodi, and you know, but if he goes out and does what he's been doing, he's not going to be a problem. It's safe for me. But when he boxed Nikki, we see a little article in the Boxing News last week about Harry Ramagodi saying that you know, Nikki should have knocked him out because he weren't ready and all that. But I don't look into that either because at the end of the day, Nikki had a big fight coming up with Scott Harrison. All went out the window. He was just in first gear, and basically, like Nikki's only a featherweight. Kevin's a big super featherweight. He won't go far.
Is Ramagodi going to be underestimating Kevin here? Because I think that a lot of people aren't going to fully have understood just how much Kevin Mitchell has improved. You know what I mean? When you think of Kevin Mitchell, you still think of the Kevin Mitchell of over a year ago, who's a little bit energetic, gets a little bit excited.
I don't think Harry's grown up enough to know that, and I suppose he's definitely watched Kevin's last few fights over the last year, and to know that he's improved, and he definitely knows he's got the power. And I think Harry will come in here and give him a lot of respect, and as we give him a lot of respect, but there's only going to be one winner at the end of the day.
Is Kevin's powers improved that much? Do you expect him to be taking Ramagodi out, or that level opponent out now?
That level opponent, yeah. Oh, yeah, without that. I think I'm not saying he can do it. He can do it early. He might do it late. I don't know, but we'll see how the rounds go. We haven't seen much of him. The only time I see him was when he got in the ring with Nikki. And we know he tries the right hand punch a lot, but Kevin's ready. I think it will definitely go within inside the distance.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Nikki just for a little while. First of all, how is he? It was a crushing disappointment what happened to him not being able to fight Scott Harrison, and I know directly after a Ramagodi fight he was bitterly angry, still angry obviously. How is he now?
Yeah, he's all right, but I don't think something like that gets out of your system because at the end of the day, if like Frank said he's going to get us another world title, so, and I know Frank will do his utmost to get that, but it's still back of his mind once it's been made and is this going to happen again? But that's in his mind. In my mind, it won't because I don't think anyone else is going to have that sort of mentality like Scott Harrison had or Scott. And but he's been back in the gym at the moment. He's a bit flued up. That's why he's in here today. But he's been in the gym. He'll be ready for his next fight.
And when is that next? Are we going to see him in April? Are we in Wales possibly?
Yeah, if he gets over this at the moment, he's like pretty flued up at the moment. So hopefully he'll be on it, and hopefully Frank will get us a world title in the summer.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.